Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Pekudei. But this actually tells us that it's not as always, because it's the last portion in the book of Shemot, the second book of Torah. And I hope all of you will join the public service in the synagogue, the Shabbos, any synagogue where we all will scream and shout out loud, Chazak, Chazak, and Vanit Chazak at the conclusion of the Torah reading. But this last, and actually the previous one before the last, the previous weekly Torah portion, they are from those kinds when the people tell me that they are reading the Torah and it's such an exciting book. I always ask them, what is so exciting in those two weekly Torah portions when we have open books of the listings, how much money was collected, how much for what is used, what material was used, and it's complete list of all the expenses in the temple. I don't know, so I'm sure some of you have a CPA license, but and you may be interested in this, but it's not really exciting. But I don't think there's a better conclusion to the book of Shemot than a description of the building of the temple and everything that was used for it. Because let's remember how the book of Shemot started. It began with a small family, 70 people that are listed together with Yaakov, who are going down to Egypt. It's just a family. It's far from being a nation. And then, right at the beginning of the book of Shemot, now nobody else but Pharaoh, who was a very, very special man, he points out, here is a nation. He is the first one to call us Ha'am, nation. And it took a long time, not just the Pharaoh describing us as a nation, but us to realize what the nation is. Because at that moment, when Pharaoh describes us as a nation, we were nobody. We didn't have our culture. We didn't have a unity of the land. We didn't have the unity of the culture and the tradition. And then it took us to Exodus from Egypt. The receiving of Torah on Mount Sinai. There we receive whatever we call a Jewish culture. Now, not a Jewish literature or art or cinematography, which just simply has Jewish names. No, Torah and mitzvahs. This is what unified us all into the nation with one culture. Either you from Yemen, or you from United States, or you're from Moscow or South Africa. Torah and mitzvahs, the one that we received in Mount Sinai. This what is our common denominator. This is what Jewish culture is. And then we commanded to build the temple. Why? Because when we receive the Torah, we're still confused. We still don't really know what does it mean to be Jewish, how to practice this culture, how to live this Jewish life in the Jewish national culture. And Hashem commands us, He tells us, you build the temple and I will dwell within you. And yes, there's a lot of details and a lot of small things, but this is what the Jewish life is. It's in the details. It's how you wake up in the morning, how you go to sleep, how you pray in the synagogue, how you dance on Simchas Torah, how you manage your work, how you talk to your loved ones. This is our culture that's defined by Torah and mitzvahs. And what is a temple? Temple, yes, we don't have a temple in the physical form right now, but the mitzvah that was given to build a temple within us, that He wants to dwell within us, we are building each one of us our own temple. And then in the conclusion of the book of Shemot, we have this summary of whatever it means to us to become a nation, our unification around the national house of culture, the temple. And maybe time came already when we do have our culture. We all understand what does it mean to be Jewish, and we're not practicing, but we have the unity of the territory, because every Jew today knows, even maybe somewhere deep, that land of Israel, this is our land. And the Torah and mitzvahs, this is our culture. So maybe it's a time to take the tools in our hands and to build this national home, national house of the Jewish culture, the third temple that will stand forever. Thank you very much. Good luck. I see you next week.